Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. We start the show this week with news from County Council. Council members have begun reviewing the capital improvements program for libraries. The executive is recommending an $18 million increase in CIP funding for libraries. Our Susan Kennedy has more on the council plan. Susan?
That's right, Lorna. As lead for libraries, Councilmember Craig Rice says he wants to keep this county resource viable for generations to come. Since 2009, the budget for libraries has been cut by almost $12 million. These cuts have forced libraries to reduce staff and hours of operation. Rice says with this new position, he'll try to restore some funding and prioritize projects.
And so there are key priorities that we've heard now that we're addressing the CIP that basically involve the Wheaton Library as well as Davis Library. And those are two key priorities that the communities have come together and rallied behind to say, look, these are things that we need to have that need to continue to move forward. I think that having this broad-based focus of saying that overall the system, and there's no question at all that the system has certainly suffered, but you have to be very specific in terms of what your asks and your goals are. And so I've been working with them to try and achieve that and make sure that we drill down on those very particulars. That when you're facing a challenging budget.
In his recent election campaign, Rice vowed to restore library funding. He says libraries are resources used by thousands of residents and that their uses go beyond books.
Libraries have always been an integral part of people's lives, regardless of whether you're rich or poor, have access or don't. You know, people have 4 or 5 computers in their home and still go to the library to do a book report because that's really the only place you're still going to be able to get the most reliable source of information, which are still books. And so what happens is that will always remain, and that's the reality. And so what we have to do is make sure that we're protecting that.
The council will continue its work sessions on the capital improvements program through the month of March. I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
In other CIP news, the council's Transportation and Environment Committee has voted to restore $80 million for a new south entrance to the Bethesda Metro Station. Committee members say the project is key to the future of the Purple Line and that the county needs to be a leader in preparing for the arrival of this light rail line.
This is a significant move because what we are saying in no uncertain terms is that we are going to continue to support the Purple Line. And the federal government at the end of the day is going to look to our state and local government and say, are you committed? If you want us to commit, we need to know you are. And so we believe we need to make this kind of commitment to show that we are there, we're in. We hope the state's in, and we're trying to obviously get the federal government to go in as well. But this project won't happen unless all three commit.
We feel it's very important for the county to be in a leadership position. And if we were to delay our own funding, then the state and the federal government would think we're not really serious, and they'll find people who want local projects more, and that's where the money will go. So we have to lead here in Montgomery County if we want to get the Purple Line.
County officials are continuing the work in Annapolis battling the governor's plan to shift some of the cost of teacher pensions back to the county. The shift could add tens of millions of dollars in new costs to county budgets in the coming years. Council President Roger Berliner told us the county is joining forces with the Maryland Association of Counties to fight this proposal.
We are having ongoing conversations with our delegation to make sure they understand the extreme significance of this issue for us, the fact that we don't have the wherewithal to absorb these kinds of added costs. And so to balance the state budget, if you will, on the backs of local government, we're saying, please don't do this. It is our services to our people that will suffer. It is our libraries, it is our parks, it is recreation, it is all the areas that we've had to cut in the past will continue to bear the brunt of future cuts, and that's what would happen if we get this pension cost shift to our county.
The Maryland primary election is around the corner. On April 3rd, registered voters throughout the state will go to the polls. The county's Board of Elections wants to make sure that every eligible county resident participates. If you have not registered to vote yet in Montgomery County and wish to vote in the upcoming primary election, there is still time to participate.
The voter registration deadline, which is Tuesday, March 13th at 9 p.m. Highly recommend individuals who are U.S. citizens and live and reside in the state of Maryland to register to vote immediately.
Election is on Tuesday, April 3rd, and the ballot in Montgomery County will include candidates for president, U.S. Senate, congressional representatives, circuit court and court of appeal judges, Democratic National Committee and Republican National Committee delegates.
I highly recommend they flex their constitutional right to a secret ballot on early voting. Early voting initiates Saturday, March 24th through the 29th. We have 5 early voting centers across Montgomery County. One of them is the Bauer Community Center, the Praisner Community Center, the Germantown Community Center, the Executive Office Building, and the Silver Spring Civic Building in downtown Silver Spring.
County officials are short of the needed 3,500 election judges that assist on election day. Volunteers are needed now. Interested residents will be trained and receive a stipend of $150.
We highly encourage individuals who are registered to vote in the state of Maryland and also reside in Montgomery County to serve as election judges. At the current moment, we are in need of Republican election judges and individuals with bilingual skills in Spanish. However, we do welcome individuals with bilingual skills in other languages across Montgomery County to serve as election judges.
Since primary election falls during spring break, officials want to ascertain that possible traveling voters participate. To obtain an absentee ballot or to register as an election judge, visit 777vote.org or call 240-777-8500. Mark your calendars for March 15th. The Greater Washington Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is celebrating its annual Hispanic Business Expo at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in D.C. This year's theme is Connections, Opportunities, and Growth, with the goal to provide the expected 1,200 attendees, exhibitors, and sponsors with opportunities to connect with potential clients and to find resources to grow their businesses.
The purpose of the Expo is to open opportunities for businesses and to give them access to contacts as well. As part of the Business Expo, we have nonprofits that give services for free to businesses. We have organizations that provide certifications to work with corporate, local governments, state governments, and with the federal government. We also have an international row, and we're going to be talking about international opportunities. And just to close the day, we'll have the matchmaking.
The Expo opens doors at 10 a.m. and wraps up at 5 p.m. with a showcase of local Hispanic restaurants that will serve Latin-inspired cuisine. To register for the Hispanic Business Expo, visit gwhcc.org. When we come back, we take you to a middle school and show you how they celebrated Black History Month. And the county moves forward on bicycles. We'll tell you what that's all about. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. February is Black History Month, and most schools in Montgomery County use the opportunity to educate students about the various contributions of African Americans to the history of our nation. Obi Wobe was at Parkland Middle School Black History Month assembly.
This is the type of excitement and energy you see when middle school students gather at a morning assembly. Black History Month assembly, that is. The first for Parkland Magnet Middle School for Aerospace Technology in Rockville.
What motivated us to do this assembly is because we wanted to touch all of our students. And before we had the Tuskegee Airmen come in and talk to our kids and stuff, but that was in a little bit smaller setting, and we tried to try something new with the whole school-wide assembly.
Lance Smith, motivational speaker, producer, and host of the Clay Smile Show, was at the assembly to give a few words of encouragement.
To the water carrier and said, I'm ashamed of myself because this crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your house. I'm no good, I'm inferior.
Students at Parkland spend the most part of February learning about past and present pioneers of civil rights. Although this is the first Black History Month assembly in the school, students and teachers say it is a welcome addition.
I think it's really great that we have a day to actually recognize the African American History Month and be able to be active and part of it.
LeBron James is correct.
As part of the assembly, the teachers organized their version of It's Academic, and the principal was honored.
I was asked to present the award so that students could have an opportunity to see about the great leadership and contribution that Dr. Benio Young is making as a principal.
Parkland is part of the MCPS Middle School Magnet Consortium. Their school mascot is a panther, and they use the slogan Fear the Panther, deriving from the slogan Fear the Turtle of the University of Maryland.
Let's go, Panthers, let's go!
For County Report this week, this is Obi Warware.
Now we go to Officer Janelle Smith to get an update on two recent armed robberies at a Germantown subway store. Officer?
Yes, Lorna, that's correct. In the month of January, on January 11th and January 31st, an armed suspect entered a subway store in Germantown, and detectives from the Montgomery County Police Robbery Section are asking the public's assistance in identifying this suspect. Both times, the subway that was entered was located at 12601 Wisteria Drive in Germantown, and on both occasions, the suspect entered the store, approached the cashier, displayed a firearm, and demanded cash from the register. On both occasions, the suspect obtained an undisclosed amount of cash and fled the store on foot. Based on the similarities in these incidences, as well as suspect description, detectives believe that the same suspect is responsible for both robberies. They obtained surveillance video from the second robbery and are releasing this video now.
Officer, if recognized by anybody, what should residents do to give you the information?
If residents recognize this suspect, we are asking that they contact the police department at the non-emergency number, contact the robbery section, or contact Crime Solvers of Montgomery County.
Thank you, Officer Janelle Smith, for that update. Now we go to Tom Pogue from the county's Department of Transportation for an update on the possibility of implementing a bicycle share system in the county. Tom?
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update from Montgomery County. MCDOT has submitted an application to the Maryland Department of Transportation for a $1 million grant to fund a bike sharing system within Montgomery County inside the Beltway. The proposed program will fund 29 docking stations and 204 bikes between the Beltway and the D.C. border, including Friendship Heights Chevy Chase, Bethesda, the Medical Center metro area, Tacoma Park, and Silver Spring. The bike share stations would be integrated with the Capital Bike Share system in Arlington and Washington. It will focus on connecting metro rail stations with employment, residential, and commercial activity centers. DOT has sought bike share grants to leverage county funds and reduce the fiscal impact. The application to MDOT is part of a larger plan to create a bike sharing system throughout the county. We have already obtained a $1.3 million federal grant for a bike sharing program in portions of the city of Rockville and the county's Life Sciences Center near Shady Grove. Rockville is a partner, providing matching funds and implementation support. For more information about bike sharing, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/MCDOT. We're working to keep you moving.
When we come back, Montgomery College is under renovations. We'll tell you which campus will have a brand new facility. And MCPS high school students are scoring higher in advanced placement exams. We'll be back. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery County Public Schools reports impressive numbers in a recent advanced placement report released by the College Board. MCPS TV has a story.
Social, political, intellectual.
The advanced placement scores are in, and the number of Montgomery County Public Schools graduates from the class of 2011 receiving a college-ready score on at least one AP exam rose to an all-time high of 50%. That's nearly twice the rate of the state of Maryland and nearly triple the rate of students nationally. AP, or Advanced Placement, are challenging courses in high school that prepare students for the rigorous level of work required in college and for today's workplace.
They do more reading, more critical thinking, more writing, more analysis. And there's also the idea of getting prepared to do a comprehensive course exam. We really believe that all of our students can achieve, and we aim for that.
Albert Einstein High School in Kensington is one MCPS school that is making the grade and has seen an increase in African American and Latino students both taking and earning a college-ready grade of 3 or higher on AP exams. In just 1 year in the graduating class, African American student participation in AP rose nearly 24%, and Latino student participation in AP rose an impressive 47%. The principal credits his school staff.
Most importantly, our teachers are willing to support the kids. They don't lower the bar of expectations, but they will help push that kid up to that bar to become successful. We have a lot of people working very, very hard in this place.
We're gratified to see that so many of our students are challenging themselves, really reaching to take rigorous courses and having success, showing their mastery on the exams.
Nice! Research shows that students who score a 3 or higher on at least one advanced placement exam are 3 times more likely to get a college degree within 6 years than those who never took an exam. These students are counting on that.
I took AP NSL sophomore year. Junior year, I took AP Language.
I took AP Environmental Science as well as AP Language and Composition.
AP History, AP Government and Politics, and AP Spanish Language.
The AP classes that I take are subjects that I enjoy learning about and I like thinking about.
They require a lot of reading, and as a result of that, there's a lot of critical thinking skills, writing, and I think that really prepares you for the real world.
The state of Maryland led the nation in the percentage of graduates that scored college ready on at least one exam. Nearly 1/3 of those Maryland exams came from Montgomery County.
Overall, 17 MCPS high schools saw an increase from 2010 to 2011 in the percentage of graduates that took at least one AP exam. 13 MCPS high schools also had an increase in the percentage of graduates that score a 3 or higher on the exam. A Montgomery College Rockville building is about to get a facelift, one that is not only cosmetic but also friendlier to the environment. Here's more.
Construction has begun for the renovation of the Science East building on the Rockville campus.
The renovation of the Science East building on the Rockville campus will complete the second building of a 3-building complex. Basically, the steel framework will remain. There'll be an entirely new skin to the building, new windows, new doors, new brick facade.
Extensive underground utilities will be replaced between Science East and the Computer Science building. Some trees will be removed and replaced in this process. Pedestrian walkways between Science East and West and Science East and Computer Science will be closed. The renovation is designed to make Science East LEED Gold certified.
You don't have to have a green roof to be LEED Gold. There are many other things that contribute to a LEED building. For example, we have highly efficient, sustainable systems in the building, mechanical and electrical, our lighting, the materials we select to construct the building, the finishes. These are all sustainable products.
A new parking lot is now open off North Campus Drive with 176 spaces to compensate for the parking spaces that will be lost during construction.
Sheila is a cute female dog and she needs a home. Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society shows us this pet in our Pet of the Week segment.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society, and I am here with Sheila. She is one happy-go-lucky dog. Sheila is a red pit bull mix. She's just about 1.5 years old, and she was given up by her owner. I don't really know why she's given up, but we do know a lot about her because she did live with a family, and the family really had rave things to say about her. She was raised with 3 hyper kids, we're told, so that means she's very good with children. And she's just a sweetheart. She's a medium-sized dog. She's sturdy. She's a little strong. She's very enthusiastic for life. She likes to play ball. She likes to have her belly rubbed. She likes to play catch with different things. She's a nice family animal. So if you're looking for a really friendly dog, just like Petey and the Little Rascals, that's what this Sheila is. Come on down and meet her. And remember, in the winter, it's hard on animals too. So remember that little de-icer stuff that you put on the walk sometimes, that's really not good for your pet's feet. So when your pets walk on that, remember to take a damp rag and wash it off each paw when they come in. And don't leave your animals out in the cold. Animals, especially like animals like Sheila here, have very short hair, and they get cold too. A lot of people think, oh, they're dogs, they can stay out all day. That's really not true. Please take care of your animals as you would take care of anything that you love, and we all love our dogs, right, girl? So come on down and meet Sheila. Give us a call at 240-773-5960 or visit us on the web at mcumaine.org.
When we come back, we invite you to a conference geared for dating teens. And be ready to celebrate Thanksgiving in February. Go out to dinner and help the hungry in our community.
On Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer, coming up next, we get a behind-the-scenes tour of the new Rockville Senior Center Fitness Expansion Project. When County Report this week continues.
The Mills Family Foundation has pledged $30,000 to a scholarship fund for MC Automotive Technology students. Since the family established the fund in 2003, 15 scholarships have been awarded to MC students. The MD Bio Foundation has awarded a $10,000 grant for scholarships for MC students working toward a certificate or degree in biotechnology at the Germantown campus. MD Bio established the scholarship in 2007 to support bioscience awareness, education, and workforce development. Multiple scholarships from the Air Force Wives Club are available to U.S. Air Force dependents who are high school seniors, dependent college students, or Air Force spouses. Deadline to apply is March 1st. For more information about Montgomery College scholarships and grants, visit montgomerycollege.edu/grants.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The Rockville Senior Center is about to open its doors to a brand new fitness center. Our Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer had a chance to go behind the scenes to find out about what to expect with this new city facility. And it sounds like it's going to be a great addition to an already lively center. Bridget?
That's right. Here at the new Rockville Fitness Room, everything was designed with seniors in mind and for every fitness level. Marty and Penny Gross have been enjoying the amenities of the Rockville Senior Center for the past 8 years.
We like to come here because of the people and because it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg to be exercising, and we're getting some really great equipment here.
This is one of the friendliest places that you could ever find. The people here are wonderful.
While Marty and Penny have been working out, the city has been hard at work on a brand new senior fitness center.
Upper, lower, abdominals, back.
Senior Sports and Fitness Supervisor Chris Kloffer is excited about the upgrade to the facility and says working out for seniors is going to be easier than ever before.
So we want to be able to help anybody that needs to continue on their path to recovery from anything that's happened to them. And we also want to attract the people that are still very physically active, so we can, across the board, anybody can use this room. Even people that are wheelchair bound, we have pieces of equipment where we can remove the seat, have somebody that's in a wheelchair roll right in and do their thing.
Once completed, center members will enjoy a new entrance, locker rooms, classroom space, an expanded fitness room, and an enlarged dance and aerobic room.
We have equipment that I believe is designed for us, and it should be great. I'm looking forward to it.
I know it says Rockville Senior Center, but you know, we are alive and kicking at this place.
To learn more about the plans for the grand reopening of the Senior Center or how to get involved with Rockville seniors, go online to rockvillemd.gov and search seniors.
The event we're now going to announce is for youth and their parents. The annual Choose Respect Forum is geared to encourage respect among teens in dating relationships. The event will take place on Saturday, March 24th from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Montgomery College, Tacoma Park, Silver Spring campus. Activities are geared for students in grades 6 through 12 and will be conducted in English and Spanish. For more information, visit chooserespectmontgomery.eventbrite.com. Thanksgiving is being celebrated on Tuesday, February 28th. That's right. By dining out on that date, you can help feed the hungry in our community. For more than 20 years now, restaurants in Montgomery County, together with local nonprofit agencies, have worked together to support hunger relief in our community. Over 70 restaurants will contribute 10 to 20% of their sales to this community event. Proceeds will support 11 Montgomery County agencies that provide emergency food for hungry neighbors. All you have to do is go out to dinner. For information on the list of participating restaurants, visit ThanksgivingInFebruary.org. And with that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Join us at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching.